And the theme editor, which is to be found under tools here. We've got the map editor and the asset editor, which were already there, and now we've got the theme editor, which is basically a tool that you can use to create a theme that you can then use to create maps in the map editor with. So that's nice, and yeah, you can start from basically the standard template. So let's just go template with this one.
This is a Monty.
Yeah, I think you get the same terrain for all of them.
Yeah.
So this is basically just to see what it's going to look like once you start playing around with it. Are we good to go with this, John, or are we waiting for the raffle competition?
Yeah, I think we actually picked all the winners. So guys, you can stop writing !mark raffle now, because we have picked all the winners. So
or continue to do it and see
yeah,
how
I mean,
many
you can
times we can
continue to
get
do it,
John
but
to say,
that will
please
just
stop writing
cluster the
raffle.
chat. But congrats to all the winners. I saw several ones that seemed to be really keen on doing so. So yay for you. You'll have gorgeous mugs soon. Check your inbox for PMs from us, and you will get a control question, and then you will have the information on how to claim your prize. And here we are with the theme editor.
Yeah.
Yes. So first, oh sorry, I just stole it from you. You
yeah,
go.
no, you so basically the theme editor, you can do quite a bit with it, and I'm actually going to be alt-tabbing a little bit here to show the way that you can find basically any texture on Google and put it into the game, and change the look of the landscape. You can actually do quite a bit with this. Obviously, you can see here that we've got a bunch of sliders here, and so we're going to go to a browser, and then we're just gonna I'm gonna search for a moon texture here, because that's the first thing that pops to mind, right?
I think the third one is quite decent.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, this is one that I was playing around with before, and it's got these kind of lines at the bottom.
Oh, right.
So that's not going to look very pretty, but this one I think is pretty good. So let's, unless it's very, very big, it might take some time to load it. No, it's, no.
Yep.
1024 by 1024, that's pretty good. So let's just save it to the desktop. So, and then we can go back into the game. Let's take the cliff texture, and then we can click this little folder icon here, and that'll open up the folder where we need to put our texture that we downloaded. Why can't I move the window? Okay, I don't think we need to.
Because you're trying to move the in-game window.
Yeah, but didn't I save the texture?
I thought you did, but apparently you didn't.
No, you saved it to the downloads folder, I think.
Okay.
I did?
Nope. Never mind.
I think no, here it is. Awesome. So now we just simply moved it to the theme textures folder here in the Explorer. So now it shows up in the game, and we can select it, and
yeah.
everything changed on all the cliff textures, right? And we can, there's a slider here for the diffuse tiling. You can also change the normal map, and we could I suppose use the same one here. It's going to have some difference on the way that the lighting is shown on the on the texture.
This is nice.
Yeah, so you can do some pretty crazy
Looks
things.
like the White Cliff of Dover.
Yeah, and I mean, if you play around with all these textures, you can get some pretty interesting landscapes, and you can play around with the watercolor as well. Like if you want to have green water, you can have that. This is the dirty watercolor, and now obviously we don't have any dirty water here, so it's not going to show. But we also have the underwater color, which is basically only visible on the banks here, so you can see how these kind of change. And this is another nice one that I wanted to show,
you can
which
change,
is you can change the moon in the sky. So again, let's find a picture of Jupiter, for example. It's important that the image, that the entire planet is inside the image, or it's obviously going to look a bit weird. So let's just save that one as well to the same place. And let's just drag it over to the right folder and bless you.
Thank you.
It's going to take, this one was a little bit more high res, so it takes slightly longer to load it, but it wasn't that bad actually. So now the moon texture is Jupiter instead of the moon, and now we need to change to the
Night, I'm trying to find the moon.
our free cam. So let's look around where it is. There it is.
Yeah.
We've got Jupiter in the sky, and you can change the size of it, so you can have a humongous gas
realistic.
giant.
Yeah, so now you're on Europa more or less. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and you can adjust like light intensity and so on, and even the kind of the shade of Jupiter there in the background to something more reddish or greenish, or whichever you prefer. You can also play around with the sky tint. Let's just kind of pick 4 different colors here just to see what we end up with when we start playing around with the day-night cycle. Something like that.
This is actually really cool.
Yeah, and then we can... yeah.
This is a beautiful world.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to live here, right?
And then you can also, let's see, you can change the sun's intensity if you go back. The longitude and latitude. Will that change how long the days are? No, because that you change the day.
I think it only changes kind of...
where the shadows come from, basically.
Yeah, more or less. And then you can also play around with the exposure to kind of make it if you want to make a small sun in the sky, like a far off sun, and you can lower the exposures to fairly dark world, something more Pluto-like or something.
And this is part of the free update, correct?
This is free, yeah.
So everyone gets this no matter what you do.
And you can change the ray light scattering if people didn't see that.
Yeah, there is what was it? The Rayleigh scattering and the Mie scattering as well. You can play around with that. I'm not sure that you see the star intensity, outer space intensity that well in the editor. I think it gets more pronounced when you use it in an actual map. But and then you can do the same with, and here you can play around with weather probabilities. It's fairly straightforward here. You can also adjust whether you want to have northern lights and so on. Yeah, this is also more textures for roads and buildings and so on. Just the same as with the moon texture that we used. So yeah, and then you simply, once you're done, you can save the theme. This is the awesome theme, or that's just actually the file name. This is going to be the name of the theme when you pick it, and then you tick this little box here, which is to publish the map theme in the new map panel, so that this way it'll actually be visible to you when you are going to create a new map. And you might not want to do that if you have a lot of them and you're not finished. You might not want to have it in the new map panel. So this is a way for you to sort of have a bit more control over whether you are ready to sort of start using it.
So what happens if you take something less textury and more silly, like say a picture of Dolph Lundgren in underpants as your dirt texture?
Let's find out. I'm not sure he's going to be in underpants.
We'll find it.
Look, there's lots.
Oh, that one is decent.
That one is good. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's save that one to the same place and drag it in there. All right, so actually let's get the exposure up a bit so that it isn't that dark. So let's try it on the sand, for example. he has the power, it's going to load, so we select, and
Let's
then
make it.
we can. Yeah, maybe we should have simply put it on the cliffs instead. But yeah, it's obviously it's since this is an image with like a frame, you're gonna clearly see it. But if you're
A
so
clever
inclined, you
modder
have-
can do something nice out of that.
Yeah, I mean the possibilities are endless to play around with this thing and create some pretty awesome stuff. So you can, with this thing, you can actually create some pretty stunning worlds to build your cities in. So get to create some themes and create some nice space alien looking assets, and you can almost have like a total conversion mod going on. So that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, if we go into the main menu now, we're not going to have Dolph because I didn't save, but in the map editor now, we can simply go in and we have a tab now called User Themes, and here is my awesome theme, and I can start creating a new map using my green looking my dark and green looking theme, and just play around with all the tools that you've got here. And I'm not going to do that because this is obviously not something new that we really need to show, because I have 0 skills with this thing. So I think most of the people watching probably that are interested in this know fairly well how it works by now.
Is there any max texture size you can import in the editor, or is it just whatever your computer can handle?
It's pretty much what your computer can handle. It's going to compress it down to, if it is 1024 by 1024 is the actual maximum that the game is going to utilize, I think. So obviously if you take a very high res texture, it's going to take some time to load it and so on, but any texture should work, at least in theory. So yeah.
All right. Also, a lot of people want to see rain/fog. Is that possible to achieve somehow?
Again, we don't have the cheats available, but we could
We
could simply start up a normal or a non-winter map like Black Woods.
And let it run for a bit and see what happens
alright,
while we
let's take
talk
that.
about Skylines and Snowfall and the whens and whats.
The whens and whats. Yes, Nicholas, you want to give us the whens and whats. When are we releasing?
We are releasing this thing in just over a week,
Yeah.
on the 18th of February. So that's fairly soon, and it's on PC, Mac, and Linux, obviously. And what is it? The price point?
$12.99
$12.99. Yeah,
is the price point. And yes, it's gonna be on your favorite internet retailer. No, but $12.99 on the Thursday next week on the 18th. It's gonna be amazing.
Just like this road network that I just created.
That's
Again.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
the most speed up if you want to see weather.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry for. This is you are a city planner of.
And now we can also check
Great
what's
skill.
actually available in the non-winter maps to see.
Yeah, let's see
so
what we can
all
build
maps.
a form of.
Also, some people wanted to see. Some people that were late to the stream would like to see the new public transit UI again.
Yeah.
Just a quick looky look while we wait for rain.
Yeah, so here obviously we can see now in the road condition tab that we only have the road maintenance depot here, and the snow dump is gone. So you can still build the road maintenance vehicles and that, but since it's not going to snow, there's no snow dump. Now we don't have any electricity or water, but we're not going to worry about that. So the new UI is for the public transport is that you can obviously see all the different kinds here, and then we have a magnifying glass. And now, since we don't have any lines, there's nothing here, but essentially every line you create is going to end up here, and these columns are going to show how many stops the line has, how many vehicles, how many passengers. And you know you can set them to be day or night lines and so on. So this is actually very, very useful. I'm quickly going to build a tram line as well, just to...
Some person here thinks that 12 degrees Celsius is chilly. That's just
It's
nice
spring.
weather. Yeah, that's
It's
a nice
nice
spring
spring.
weather. That's t-shirt weather, man.
Yeah, it's not...
It's not t-shirt weather. It's t-shirt and a jacket weather.
Yeah.
I'm somehow disappointed in you, Jacob. I imagined you'd be more resistant.
I have no problems with cold per se. I just don't see the reason of wearing no clothes for no reason. I try to wear a jacket as much as possible because I like having pockets.
I'm going to build a water tower.
Oh, you have a tram line.
Yeah, I actually changed my mind and I'm going to connect the water after all.
You're just gonna make them mad because of sewage.
We're getting to that. So let's build something like that and connect some power to these people.
How can I be pissed? No one lives there.
Yeah, exactly. What's
the big
who
fuss?
is upset?
Yeah.
Well, because they have no inroad, yeah.
Oh, they have an inroad. They just
don't
no,
have an
they
outroad.
don't.
Yeah,
sorry.
they can't get into the city.
What? No? Do we
They
have
can-
left-hand traffic?
they
That's an
can
outroad.
No, they can't get out of the city. But I think that's.
Oh, it's raining now.
Oh,
But
there
it's
we are.
it's kind of dark, so it's a little bit hard to see, but it's you can actually.
Okay,
see
put it
the-
on normal speed then.
You can see on the roads that they're. It's actually you can see the.
Oh,
get a
look,
word.
there's
Yeah.
actually the rain texture on the ground. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see the rain falling by the traffic lights here, or the lights. So I mean, yeah, the weather effect, and especially in combination, I think with the day-night cycle, a lot of the time looks really, really nice. Yeah, and now people are complaining about
No sewage.
sewage. So, and here you can see you actually have the heating here as well. So 10 degrees, it's going to have a bit of an effect, I think. Once it start getting up to 20 degrees, the heating is not going to make that much of a difference, but you can still have a use for it in non-snow maps as well.
You need to electricize that one.
Oh yeah.
I don't think electricize is a word, but
It is now.
exactly. Yay!
Yeah,
Everyone
so-
loves our city.
Yeah, all 442 of them. That
Yes.
was
Now
fast.
they want a store.
Yeah, well,
People
they
just
want
demand
everything.
so much.
Yeah. So let's just zone some of that.
Yeah.
And I guess we would be incredibly lucky if we actually get fog now too, right?
Yeah,
I haven't actually seen fog in game yet.
the fog isn't that pronounced, so it's. I think it's a trade-off with you need to see what you're actually doing and still getting a bit of a fog effect.
So it's not like the Stockholm morning fogs where everything is like
no,
a
it's not
cloud.
where everything gets kind of blurry. But I mean that's something that we would also once this thing rolls out, that we would love some feedback on. If you think the fog could be thicker and more pronounced, then
Oh no, it's 20 degrees. That is nice weather.
yeah, now it's actually starting to get all summery here, and the criminals are coming out. So let's
Put
do
them
something
in
about
jail.
that. Yeah, yeah. Let's build a jail and some other useful buildings. We actually still do have the sauna available, even in the summer, because you can still.
Oh yeah, you can do something in summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. Yeah, was there anything else that we should show?
Someone really wants to see a close-up of a standalone tram track crossing a street. See, we have a lot of very specific requests,
Yeah.
but
But we can build that. So let's see, the standalones are in here.
And a street then, I guess.
Yeah. In fact, let's build one from here and build a curved one so that it crosses this street here.
Yeah.
And then double in, back down here and back onto the track like that. So here you have it. A standalone tram track crossing a road. And,
As requested.
As requested.
Can we see when it crosses over a road with, or when it connects to a road with tram tracks over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get a bunch of connecting tracks there. We could even create real quickly a line as well to go around. Yeah. I'm not sure how that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions from the audience? Requests?
I think there's a fair deal of them, but most of them are to the developers or
All
things
right,
that they
yeah,
can answer.
regrettably.
So I will have to plug for all you people that have more questions. Please head over to our forums on paradoxplaza.com, and you can probably get a more concise answer from someone actually working with the game. And you can always focus on, say, Facebook or Twitter or a channel like that to get more interaction, because we try to be talkative all day long.
Yes.
Because it's fun that way. A lot of people want to see the moon, but I think that's a bit outside our scope for today's stream. So I don't know, unless you guys have anything more you'd like to say.
No.
Can trams cross train tracks?
What? Come again?
Can trams cross train tracks?
Let's find out.
You don't have
Let's
rail
just,
tracks. No, that's subway.
Wait, yeah. I need to build.
On train station first.
Let's just buy this one. And
No, you still need to connect.
yeah, I okay. I see.
There you go. Tram track,
tram
no.
track and a cross train track. So you'd have to build.
Oh no. Okay, so one final question before we say goodbye. What's your favorite new thing in Snowfall?
My favorite new thing is actually the actual Snowfall.
Yeah.
It might sound silly, but I think it looks awesome, and it really captures that feeling of snow whirling around once it starts snowing. So I would actually have to say the weather effect itself is really nice.
I think, yeah, for me, generally, the whole snow theme, when you see a really big city covered in snow,
Yeah.
and the sun, it's extremely beautiful. But also, like, the rain texture that we saw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really
one
nice.
final question. Can you do underground trams?
I think that's called
yeah,
a sub.
you can.
okay.
You can. Let's.
But that's a sub.
Try that. Well, I mean,
Yay!
Still a
That's
subway.
nice.
isn't it like Tverbanan? There's no underground there.
Thought it might be, actually. I see.
I'm
I do
not
understand
sure.
why you would like to build it underground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually something new. We added the lights at the tunnel entrance
Yes.
Yeah.
before they go into the void.
The darkness.
All right, guys, let's say our goodbyes.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
watching.
one. Yeah, thank you, Case. Take care.
For everyone else, this will be available on as a Twitch VOD and probably on YouTube later, so you can check it out and send it to your friends and all that. Check us out on all the other channels in the world. You'll probably find them by searching for Chile Skylines. We are super excited about bringing you this new expansion, and have a good night.